Marvel has released 37 movies and built the biggest cinematic universe in history. We've seen heroes rise, villains conquer worlds, and moments that completely changed cinema. But out of all 37 MCU movies, only 5 truly stand above the rest. Today, I'm counting down the greatest MCU movies ever made. And trust me, narrowing this list down to just 5 was not easy. Starting our list at number 5 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Before this movie, many people saw Captain America as a simple, old-fashioned hero, but Winter Soldier completely changed that perception. Instead of a traditional superhero film, Marvel delivered a tense political thriller filled with espionage, conspiracies, and some of the best action sequences in MCU history. The story follows Steve Rogers as he uncovers a shocking secret hiding inside S.H.I.E.L.D. itself. The revelation that Hydra had secretly infiltrated the organization was one of the biggest twists the MCU had ever seen. Then there's the Winter Soldier. The emotional impact of discovering that Bucky Barnes, Steve's best friend, is still alive adds another layer to the story. Every fight between them feels personal. Even today, many fans consider Winter Soldier the MCU's most well-crafted standalone movie. That's why it earns the number 5 spot. At number 4, we have the movie that started it all, Iron Man. Back in 2008, nobody knew if Marvel's cinematic universe would succeed. Iron Man wasn't even Marvel's most famous hero at the time, but everything changed when Robert Downey Jr. stepped into the role of Tony Stark. Tony begins the movie as a billionaire genius focused on weapons and profit. After a life-changing experience, he realizes he can use his intelligence to help people instead of harming them. What makes Iron Man so special is that it feels grounded. Tony has no superpowers. He's just a brilliant man who refuses to give up. The humor, action, and character development still hold up nearly 2 decades later. More importantly, Iron Man laid the foundation for everything that followed. Without Iron Man, there is no MCU. That's why it deserves a place among the greatest Marvel movies ever made. Taking the number 3 spot is Spider-Man: No Way Home. This movie had one of the biggest expectations in superhero history, and somehow it exceeded them. After Peter Parker's identity is revealed to the entire world, his life begins to fall apart. Hoping to fix things, he turns to Doctor Strange. But one mistake unleashes chaos across the multiverse. Villains from previous Spider-Man films begin appearing in the MCU, including Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Sandman, and Lizard. But what truly made this movie unforgettable was the return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. For years, fans dreamed about seeing 3 Spider-Men together. No Way Home turned that dream into reality. The movie also delivers some of the most emotional moments in Spider-Man history. Peter experiences devastating loss and learns difficult lessons about responsibility and sacrifice. By the end of the film, he chooses to give up everything so the people he loves can be safe. No Way Home wasn't just a movie, it was a celebration of Spider-Man's legacy and one of the greatest fan experiences Marvel has ever delivered. At number 2, we have Avengers: Infinity War. This movie achieved what many thought was impossible. After 10 years of storytelling, Marvel brought together heroes from every corner of the MCU into one massive event. But what makes Infinity War truly special is Thanos. Unlike most villains, Thanos isn't evil just for the sake of being evil. He believes he's saving the universe, which makes him far more compelling and dangerous. Throughout the movie, we watch Earth's mightiest heroes struggle to stop him. Every battle feels important because the stakes are higher than ever before. The action is incredible, the pacing never slows down, and every character has a role to play. Then comes the ending. Against all expectations, the heroes lose. One by one, beloved characters disappear as Thanos completes the Infinity Gauntlet. Audiences around the world sat in stunned silence as the credits rolled. Few blockbuster movies have ever ended on such a shocking note. Infinity War took massive risks, and every one of them paid off. And finally, taking the number 1 spot is Avengers: Endgame. This wasn't just a movie, it was the culmination of an entire generation of storytelling. Endgame begins with a broken world. Half of all life has vanished, and the Avengers are left dealing with failure for the first time. The emotional weight of that loss is felt throughout the movie. As the heroes attempt one final mission to undo Thanos' snap, audiences are taken on a journey through the MCU's greatest moments. The time heist gives fans a chance to revisit iconic scenes while providing powerful closure for beloved characters. Then comes the final battle. Captain America stands alone against Thanos and his army. Suddenly, the portals begin to open. Heroes from across the universe return for one final stand. The audience erupts. Captain America lifts Mjolnir, Avengers assemble, and finally Tony Stark makes the ultimate sacrifice. I am Iron Man. It's one of the most emotional and satisfying conclusions in blockbuster history. Endgame wasn't just the end of a movie saga. It was a cultural event that united millions of fans around the world. For its unforgettable moments, emotional payoff, and incredible legacy, Avengers Endgame is my #1 MCU movie of all time. That's my top 5 MCU movies ever made. Do you agree with this ranking? What movie would you move higher or lower? Let me know your top 5 in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Marvel content.